and welcome to the third episode of my news showcase. My name is Gary, and this channel exists so that you can always stay up to date with the latest news from all around the world. Here I will try to gather a community of open-minded people, people who strive for freedom and independence, people who make conscious decisions in their lives. Like and subscribe to the channel. Together we can do more. And let's get to the news. In today's episode, a new cryptocurrency scam, Inversion, the Earth's magnetic poles, marijuana medicine, running long distances from your couch, Musk wants to cage Apple, Aldous Huxley's Brave New World dystopia arrived, and more. A new type of cryptocurrency scam has appeared. Similar messages have started appearing in the comments under social media posts. The author of the message reveals his seed phrase and says that he does not know how to withdraw his USDT from the wallet and asks the author of the post for advice. If you enter this seed phrase into any wallet, you will find that there really is USDT on the balance. Human greed has no limits, and many will try to transfer these coins to their wallet. But for this, you will need a token of the network in which the USDT are located to pay for gas. For example, TRX. As soon as you transfer your TRX to this wallet, they will be automatically withdrawn from it, and you will not have time to transfer the USDT lying there. If you are interested, you can go to the transaction history and see how many times people fell for this tricky trick. In addition to the geographic North and South poles, our planet also has magnetic poles. Almost the entire history of observations of the magnetic field, it remained practically unchanged in its position. But starting around the 70s of the last century, scientists noticed the movement of the magnetic poles with an alarmingly increasing speed. The North Pole has already shifted 2,300 kilometers towards Siberia, and the South Pole has gone from Antarctica into the waters of the world ocean. Research shows that the change of magnetic poles occurs on the Sun every 11 years, but analysis of various rocks say that on Earth it may take hundreds of thousands of years. The inversion of the magnetic poles may happen in the near future. Many scientists are sure. We do not know how this mechanism works and what consequences it may bring to humanity. A change of poles may entail the disconnection of our shield from cosmic radiation for an indefinite period, and also be associated with an increase in the movement of lithospheric plates, which will activate all known volcanoes. The world will be engulfed in earthquakes, tsunamis, and other disasters. Considering the frightening trend of the movement of the poles now, the fact that the number of natural disasters is growing from year to year, and the appearance of the northern lights in the central and southern latitudes, it is not difficult to believe that such a scenario is quite real. What do you think about this? Researchers at the Institute of Molecular Genetics in Vienna have made a surprising discovery. They have identified a mechanism that can temporarily slow down the development of a human blastocyst. This phenomenon, known as embryonic diapause, has been observed in nature in some mammals, but until now it was unclear whether it was possible in human cells. Diapause allows the embryo to remain suspended until implantation in the uterus, increasing the chances of survival for both the embryo and the mother. This dormant state is characterized by reduced cell division, slower development, and a reduced ability to attach to the uterine lining. It opens up new perspectives for basic research and potential clinical applications that could revolutionize reproductive medicine. Have you noticed that all new technologies and discoveries are presented only from the best side? AI will benefit people. Decoding and controlling the human genome will help get rid of diseases. Cameras on the streets will help make the world a safer place, and chips under the skin allow you to store all your data safely in one place. Well, there are always two sides to a coin. The only question is, who is holding this coin? You still don't believe that Big Brother controls the development of humanity? Stay with us. Here you will find out the truth. In a world-first clinical trial, researchers have found that the synthetic CBD they use is safe and determined how much people should take. CBD is a compound found in the cannabis plant. Unlike its other component, THC, CBD is not addictive or intoxicating. This makes this study even more exciting because existing information on CBD suggests that it has no side effects. About 75% of people with Parkinson's experience hallucinations and delusions, and these can be distressing. This can include seeing people, hearing noises, or feeling something that isn't there. Current treatments for hallucinations or delusions can worsen other symptoms of Parkinson's, such as tremors. CBD works differently without causing any of the other side effects. They are now ready to move on to phase 2, which will test how well this dose of CBD can reduce psychosis symptoms. This project could have a huge impact on the quality of life of people with Parkinson's disease who live with hallucinations and delusions. This is a wonderful discovery and a good example of how technology can be used in the right hands. Elon Musk is threatening to prohibit Apple devices in his company following an announcement by Apple CEO Tim Cook on Monday about a partnership to integrate OpenAI's artificial intelligence technology into Apple's operating systems. Musk stated on his social media platform X that incorporating OpenAI technology into Apple systems is an unacceptable breach of security. He also mentioned that visitors to his businesses will be required to hand over their Apple devices at the entrance, where they will be stored in a Faraday cage. It's worth noting that in March, Musk sued OpenAI and its CEO Sam Altman, claiming the company deviated from its original mission by prioritizing profits over the welfare of humanity. Apple, the tech giant, has asserted that it will not collect user data or access personal information stored on devices when users engage with the AI system. Nevertheless, Musk voiced his doubts regarding the privacy of Apple users' data, stating, "It's patently absurd that Apple isn't smart enough to build their own AI, but is somehow able to ensure that OpenAI will protect your security and privacy. Apple has no idea what's really going on when they hand over your data to OpenAI. They're selling you down the river." Researchers at Aarhus University in Denmark have developed a pill designed to mimic the benefits of physical exercise. While it won't increase your endurance or speed, it aims to enhance health and suppress appetite. The pill contains a molecule called LAKE, which reportedly provides similar health benefits to running a 10-kilometer race at a brisk pace. It may also improve concentration and assist in treating serious conditions like Parkinson's disease and dementia. Human trials are already underway. Dr. Thomas Poulsen, a chemist from Aarhus University and the study's lead researcher, explains that the LAKE molecule simulates the body's natural metabolic response to fasting and physical activity. It boosts levels of lactates and ketones, which serve as cellular energy sources, while reducing free fatty acid levels in the blood and curbing appetite. Interesting. Can they create a pill that simulates 3 hours of incredible sex? Crypto investment firm Canary Capital has filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to launch a spot exchange traded fund ETF based on the XRP token. Earlier this month, Bitwise became the first firm to file for such a product in the U.S. Canary Capital filed with the SEC on Form S-1. It is designed to register new securities and is a mandatory part of the path to launching an ETF. A distinctive feature of this form is that it does not regulate the time frame in which the regulator must make a decision. XRP-based funds may also face obstacles when launching, since the status of the asset is the subject of a multi-year lawsuit between the SEC and Ripple. At the same time, Ripple is launching a digital asset custody service aimed at banks and fintech companies under the Ripple Custody brand. Clients include major banks like HSBC and Societe Generale. Ripple offers customers the ability to tokenize real-world assets like gold or real estate using the XRP ledger for trading on a decentralized exchange. Scientists from Kyoto University have learned to create full-fledged eggs from embryonic and induced stem cells of mice. When fertilized and implanted in a surrogate mother, healthy mice are produced from such eggs. Earlier, the same group of scientists was able to turn stem cells into male reproductive cells, spermatozoa. This process was expectedly somewhat simpler. As you can guess, growing mice in this way is not their main goal. At the same time, Chinese scientists are announcing the creation of an artificial uterus, and other scientists have offered the world the concept of ectolife, an artificial incubator for carrying human babies. By comparing these facts, it becomes clear what will be the crowning achievement of these discoveries. While in some areas, AI helps scientists make new discoveries, allowing scientists to receive Nobel Prizes in a few months, when previously it took many years. In other areas, AI takes jobs, doing the job better and faster. For example, TikTok is firing hundreds of moderators from Asia, replacing them with AI. And scientists from the German Cancer Research Center and the Urology Clinic have developed an AI chatbot, Urobot, that helps doctors in urology. This bot, based on the GPT-4 model, answers medical questions with high accuracy, surpassing experienced urologists. Its accuracy on specialized questions was 88.4%, which is higher than the average accuracy of urologists, 68.7%. I would prefer that the presence of AI in our lives stop at new discoveries, but not affect jobs. What do you think about this? Write in the comments. The decline of private livestock farming and small-scale agriculture is a growing global trend driven by environmental regulations, economic pressures, and corporate consolidation. Governments of different countries are implementing stricter environmental laws to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, animal welfare standards, and disease control measures. These regulations requiring farmers to invest in infrastructure they cannot always afford. This leads to large agribusinesses absorbing smaller farms. This shift threatens traditional farming practices in rural communities, raising concerns about food sovereignty and the future of sustainable agriculture. If this trend continues, it will lead to us having to rely on large multinational corporations for our food supply. I do not believe that a company created to extract maximum profit will worry about the quality of its products if it has no competitors. The world is changing fast. New epidemics, restrictions on our freedoms, economic risks, wars, global climate change, the penetration of artificial intelligence into our lives. Will humanity be able to withstand all the trials? Will we be able to preserve our freedom and identity? Will we be able to unite for our own salvation? Most people do not regard the current situation as a threat. However, if the victim does not see the predator, this does not mean that there is no predator. You can hide in your cozy room under the blanket and hope that everything will pass you by. Or you can come out into the light and become a part of a new progressive community that can change the world. Like and subscribe to the channel. And remember, you decide to be or